All right, there, I did it. Okay, so we are live, everybody. Welcome to the end of a crazy day, and Mad PD has wrapped up. It's almost a little sad, actually, but it has. So it's wrapped up, and we've had the final presentations, and we wanted to try to gather together a few of the presenters here. We've got some. I'm really curious how many people we can fit into a Google Hangout. So we'll see if we can break Google Hangouts tonight. We'll try anyway, and. For myself anyway, it was a really cool opportunity to talk to a lot of people and to pop in and out of so many different opportunities, professional development. I learned all sorts of things. I'm going to be doing some stop motion animation real soon with my students, and yeah, it was just a really cool opportunity. So I just wanted to get a sense of what the presenters thought, what you guys think went well, what didn't go well, what you want to change, what you want to do, and just your thoughts on the day. We were trending all day on Twitter, which was really exciting. Really enjoyed that. We were #2 at one point in Canada, and we were also trending a little bit in the States, but a little bit lower. And we have unofficial numbers. We're releasing unofficial numbers of views. We're somewhere in the 1,300 or so views, so lots of people are checking it out. So I'm going to do a little roll call. We're going to go down the way and see what everybody thinks about the presentation today. So we're going to go with the first person on my list, and that's Carol.
Hey, okay. So you can hear me?
We got you.
Okay, great. I had a fantastic day. I was in and out of sessions all day long, and I was so inspired. I have to give it to you and Peter. It was amazing. And then when it came to my session, even though I had practiced and practiced, something went wrong with my screen sharing. But it took a good 25 minutes to get something worth watching. But I was inspired because the people in my Hangouts stayed and viewers stayed. And so, yeah, I've downloaded that video and I can fix it up and put it back out there. But the fact that people really wanted it to be successful, I was just so inspired. So thank you to everybody. It was amazing.
That's really cool. Everybody stuck through it, and
Yeah.
I've already heard lots of good things about your presentation. I missed it because I was traveling around, but I will definitely be watching it, which is the other awesome feature, right? That we can go back and check it out. All right, Diane, #1, Diane. But you're muted.
No, I was just wondering which one is the #1, Diane.
Yeah, because you don't know, because you can't see my screen. Yeah, you are.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'll go with that. I want to thank you guys for putting this together because it really pushed me to learn some new technology that I probably would not have put myself in a position to learn something so quickly. And you guys provided great support. It was weird to be speaking into the void. I had one friend in my Hangout, which was good. But even when I went to full screen share, I couldn't see her anymore. So I just felt like I was blathering to myself, and you don't have any cues from people's facial expressions or anything. So it was a bit odd, but I'm sure that that's something that you get used to once you become a YouTuber. But because there was one live person, we had a good conversation that was related to the content in the presentation. So I enjoyed the experience. I feel like now I can definitely take that skill set and use it in other places as well. So there's a couple of different things. I feel like I put together a decent presentation I can use, and now I've got some tech skills. So thanks very much for creating that whole opportunity.
Yeah, there was a ton of learning going on. I had a hard time with the screen share too. Like, it's just all of a sudden you're talking to no one and it feels a bit weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Peter was saying before we started that the fact that so many people have had a chance to like sort of master the school hangout thing alone is pretty cool.
It is.
All right, so Diane with 2 N's.
All right, that's me. I did 3 presentations today, so by the 3rd one, I'm hoping it was pretty good. It worked really well. I agree that it was weird when you finally did your, presentation online. You couldn't see the people you were talking to. But I think the collaboration and the talking that was going on after my little presentation was some of the best parts of it. I felt that there was really a lot of dialogue that allowed me to bring out more than just my presentation there on the top for people to talk about. And because most of them were my colleagues, it worked really well. in that now they're understanding more of what I do, and they're going to be able to bring more of that into their own classroom. I think it was important for me to realize at one point I had switched my screen, but I forgot to hit screen share. And so I'm going on, and I guess I'm really animated thinking I'm not being seen, and that's all they're seeing is me. But for the third one, we figured it out, and I think it went much better because of that.
That's fantastic. Good. Well, thanks for biting off 3 presentations.
Oh, you're welcome.
And you joined mine. You're joining others too. It was cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. I really enjoyed this day, and hopefully we can get more people to do it next time.
I hope so. All right, Julie.
Hi. Well, I also enjoyed the day, and it was a bit different for me because I work at the university, and most presentations I do are much more formal. So it was quite enjoyable to try and just speak from my experience and more off the cuff. I mean, I did prepare. I spent a lot of time preparing, and on one hand, I wish I had not, and that it had been a little more grassroots. But it was good, and the opportunity to see the camaraderie and the opportunity to hear what somebody else is doing without it being a formal presentation, keynote speaker, and all of that business. It was good to just see people at work. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that really was one of the feels. All the presentations I went into was, it was just great to have that opportunity to chat. I mean, getting the formal presentation was nice and having that tool, but the additional piece of just teachers talking with teachers was pretty special. Nancy.
Hi. So I had a great time too. I was on at 8 in the morning.
Well done. Hey, 8 and 8. You sandwiched the day. Well done.
That's real. So that was a challenge. But it was good. I didn't have any participants. I decided not to really look for them because I wanted to get used just to the tech thing, which, as you know, Derek, from my emails of panic, was a great challenge for me.
You did great.
So, but it was really fun, and I think if I did it again, now I'm ready to bring in participants, and I really learned a lot. I wanted to do it to get the information out, but also to learn it because I really think I can use it in my work. So it was really exciting.
Fantastic. I bet you can use it in your work. It's a real nice piece of tech. All right, Shauna, fresh off of presentation, just finished. How you doing over there?
Good. It went really well. I had a few people watching live and writing some comments on the YouTube link, so I was popping back and forth from that screen to the screen that I was presenting on, and I had a couple people writing stuff on Twitter too. So it was a busy little thing, but
it's tough to get all the engagement. You need like a monitor managing all the channels.
Yeah, I had a couple people join me live. So I'm opening an independent school, and I had one of my students join me, which was very cool, and her little sister too. And then I had an educator who's a good friend. Some of you might know her. That's Rola. She joined live too, and she's on our action team for opening the school. So it was great because they were able to kind of share their stories as I was doing my presentation. And and we had some people watching live, including a cousin of mine who is not an educator, but saw that I had posted on Facebook. And so she was texting me after, like, I haven't seen you in so long, and I got to hear all your stories. So she was happy to do that. So that was pretty cool too. And it was fun. I've been incredibly busy, so I didn't do my testing until like an hour before I went live. So luckily it all worked. It all worked fine. But thanks so much to Derek and Peter for all your work on this and for keeping everybody so well informed. And it was fantastic.
Thanks. Well, I'll throw it to Peter in a second. I don't mean to speak for you, Peter, but I'm going to anyway. That people have been thanking us, and that's nice. We appreciate thanks. But we were both talking earlier in the day, and it's kind of amazing how little we did today. Like at this point, I couldn't believe it. It was really cool. Like if we were organizing a 65-person like presenter conference, I can only assume it would be like a day from hell, trying to manage rooms and people and food and other sort of things. But it wasn't. A few panicked emails from a few people, but nothing nothing too crazy, and it went quite well. So I mean, this is one of the things that's so great about this platform is it's really crowdsourcing the PD. You know, we're setting it up and we lined up a few different things and then released it to the pros, and that's you guys, and everybody just sort of did their own thing. It was really well executed from the point of the presenters. We really appreciate that. So I think I've gone through everybody, Peter. So let's go to you.
Yeah, I am just incredibly overwhelmed. Derek and I had a vision. I think we had this idea rolling around in our heads probably since the first time we connected. We'd never actually met in person, but you all, the presenters, made our vision a reality, and we can only thank you. It was our idea, but without the help of all of the presenters who took this learning journey with us and trusted us as well, this wouldn't have happened. And watching the learning unfold was incredible. We knew that Google Hangouts or YouTube Live, we don't even know where, like, it was the tool to use. It was the platform, an incredibly powerful platform. But 2/3, I would guess, had never even experimented with the platform before. And we evolved as a group of people who wanted to share. And I think that's the important thing in education today, is that we're all connected. We're sharing our best ideas that make a difference. And we did it. And you know what? Derek and I had the vision, but the learning was messy. And he and I talked. We knew we had the tools. We knew we could do this. And it was just a matter of putting all the pieces into place, letting it be messy. And learning is supposed to be messy. It's not supposed to be perfect. We took the chances. We took a risk, and look at what we accomplished. So to date, we know we trended on Twitter all day. Great. But I went through and I looked at the landing page, which I'm telling everybody, Derek and I, our next step, and we're going to take a break for a while, is to figure out how we're going to archive all of these incredible videos, right? Because right now, if you look at the landing page, it doesn't have to be chronological according to time. We need to make it very user-friendly so people can get these incredible videos that we can share with everybody, because we have teachers.
So there's a possibility as well that Voice Ed Radio might be doing a thing.
Okay.
Think about doing a full day of repeating all 60 presentations.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's great. And then it's archived that way as well. I think the visual piece is important, but you know, again, this is what we're looking at, and we make decisions as we go. So the learning was messy, but look at what we accomplished. Just want to share some numbers. Looked at the landing page, and it's not even user friendly. Really, right now, you got to click to eventually get to your presentations. People are doing that, and on average, each video that all of you did is viewed about 35 to 40 times, with a collective total of, well, taking one out, close to 2,000. I think my final count was 1,800, but it was just going up as I was counting. So think about 1,800 people that you shared with, who are teachers, times that by 25 kids who they're using these tools in the classroom with. And I think our purpose, our goal to make a difference, has obviously come to fruition, and we couldn't be happier. So thank you, not only to all of the presenters who took this journey with us, but to the participants also who spent their time on a Sunday learning and sharing. So thank you.
It would be wonderful if the landing page could be organized according to like digital tool or purpose or something. That, you know, if somebody wanted to just find something about podcasting, I mean, you can just do a search too, but.
Yeah, there were several sessions for language learners, ESL stuff. And some of these sessions can fall under more than one category. So
maybe tags.
Yeah, tags.
Yeah.
And please don't forget for a second that you own these videos. right? So you have them. You have access to them on your YouTube channel. So please share them. Share these videos. It's a recording of your best idea or one of your best ideas that makes a difference. So share it as much as you can, and share one another's as well. The more people we can reach, obviously, the better. Was that Lee? Somebody just joined.
Yeah, we got Sarah just joined in here.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi. Sorry, I'm like to the party. We have a party going on upstairs, so I'm like back and forth.
All right.
So Peter just did sort of closing remarks. Does anyone else want to say anything else before we end broadcast?
Sarah?
Just
we were all reflecting on the day, Sarah, just sort of sharing some of the things we learned and how the day went and that sort of thing.
Well, I'm just so impressed that so many educators got involved with this project. It just shows the power of PLN and, you know, of Twitter and all that fun stuff. So I think it was great to offer this service to not only educators, but anybody that wanted to kind of get some professional development out of this, out of all of our educators who offered, you know, half an hour to 45 minutes of their day to give their presentation. So for me, I took a lot out of it, and I want to thank all of you who, you know, took the time to do this. And I hope that you all got the chance to watch my presentation, and I'm just really, really happy to be involved with such a really great community. Especially as a teacher candidate, because I'm new to all this stuff, so it's it really, like, I take it to heart that I'm just like already so I'm like right in the middle of it, and I'm just like, I feel like a sponge taking everything in, and I want to just use it all at the same time, but it's so hard. Just taking notes, like I have files and files of things that, you know, when I get my classroom, I want to try this and this and this. And I was with Roland this morning talking about using audio to record students learning and their reflection, and it's just like all these ideas are like buzzing in my mind, and I don't even have a classroom yet. Like, it's amazing.
That was one of the.
That is so awesome to hear.
Yeah.
That, I mean, Derek and I have talked for a long time, and Sarah, I think you summed it up perfectly, because I can tell you, when I first started teaching, I felt like I had no support, and I wish people would share, and teachers hoarded stuff, and it's what it was. And now, wow. But you know what? All the better for our students. So Sarah, fantastic to hear that.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons we wanted to put together this thing to begin with, and I'm really glad that we were able to get from it. Other student candidates from what I understand logged in and were able to get some from it as well. So we're really glad that it worked out that way.
Yeah.
So thanks for your time, everyone. Appreciate it. We're going to figure out this landing page. We're going to make it really user-friendly, point people to it. You'll get a chance to look at all this stuff as we go through. And then maybe next year we'll be 10 times bigger.
All right.
Yay.
Thank
Good
you.
night, all.
Thank you all. Good night.
Thanks again.
Cheers.
Great
Enjoy the rest
job.
of your Sunday. Take care.